So I was just watching Criminal Minds. I literally just turned the TV on about 5 minutes ago, and there's this scene where I guess this guy kidnapped a family, a mother and her daughter or her niece or whoever. He killed two people before he got there, but he's looking for his little sister or his daughter. They don't say who the little girl is, but she's dead. But he thinks that this little girl is the person that he's kidnapping. And at the end of the scene, they show her on a video on the TV in a house where he kidnapped the family, and he starts crying, and they're like, she had a heart defect, and she's gone. He was like, she could have been perfect, if she didn't have a heart defect. Long story short, the detectives are talking to each other, and he says to the female detective, "There's no such thing as perfect, is there?" And she said, "No. That's why good enough is actually just good enough. We have to be okay with good enough." And it actually made me cry because if we look at the life that we live, we always are trying to be perfect. We're trying and trying and trying. You have people that just never feel like they measure up to society standards or to other people. They may become envious, they may become jealous, they may become depressed, they may become sad, they may become suicidal. And it's just a shame that we're always trying to be something more, something else. Nothing is wrong with trying to be more. We are supposed to strive to be better people than we were yesterday. But the fact that, sometimes we don't think we're good enough. If God thinks we're good enough, we have to understand that for ourselves. Like, God thinks I'm good enough, so I'm good enough. And he looks at us like we are perfect, and we know we're not perfect, but God just loves us so much. And I just wish we had more of that love for ourselves and for each other. And I'm sorry, I know it's just a TV show, but it made me emotional because we're losing so many people, with depression and anxiety and just feeling as though they're not good enough, or people that's being bullied and picked on, and people are dying by suicide, and or people are resorting to violence and killing other people, and it's just sad. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I have a lot of hope. Is my Some of my friends call me Positive Becky. You know, and I'm not Positive Patty. I'm sorry. I try to be hopeful. I mean, we all have our moments. I'm not always happy either. I think I just go about it a little differently than some other people. We all have different ways that we deal with anxiety. If you know me, I'm very outgoing when I'm outside. So work, school, church. I'm outgoing, but indoors, home, I'm an introvert. I like my little space. I like quiet time. I don't even really watch TV that much. But yeah, I'm watching it right now. Monday nights, I think, are pretty much the only nights I actually get to try to watch TV. Yeah, so I don't know. That little part of the show just made me cry. Um, because the guy, whoever he was to this little girl, either, like I said, his little sister or his daughter or whatever, maybe it was his niece. He thought, he was keeping her alive, but she was already dead. She had a heart problem. They don't go into it. Maybe she had heart disease or something, and she died. And he was still looking for her, and he was looking for her in a perfected state. There is really no perfected state except the state that God sees us in. We know we are not perfect. Good is good enough. And I don't know. Whew, I don't know, guys. I just want us to understand that we are good enough. There are people that love you just as you are. If you think you have a character flaw or trait or personality quirk that you want to work on, that's fine. But don't beat yourself up. Don't take it out on yourself. Don't take it out on anybody else. It's okay to be imperfect. You are actually good enough. You are good enough. I want you to know that. I want you to know it for yourself. God knows it about you. Other people know it about you, but you have to know it for yourself, okay? You are definitely good enough, okay? You are loved. You are blessed. You are special. You are wonderful. You are awesome. You are intelligent. You are creative. You are brave. You are bold, okay? And you are good enough. You guys have a good night. Okay, it's October 21st. Can you believe that we're in October already? We have basically 2.5 months left of this year before we get to 2020. I'm excited. I'm excited about these last few months because I believe in miracles. I believe God can do anything at any given time. I just think that we have to be prepared or at least expect the best. So I'll see you guys soon. Love you, love you, love you. But God loves you more.